Hello there, and welcome back to Path of Radiance. We are ready to record, ready to keep going, I guess. I don't know about this one. This is definitely a chapter that I really don't have much confidence in. There's just a lot of really wacky factors involved that really got me kind of concerned, but we're gonna do our best, right? There are a lot, like, these boulders that they love to just hurl at you, which can, in fact, kill your units. I'm not really loving that. Ooh. I didn't bring Volca, that sucks. Whatever, it's fine. Actually very, I was looking at my units, and I just kind of had to leave Volca out. There wasn't really room for him. I felt bad about that. Because Volca missed last chapter as well. Okay, so these guys aren't that threatening. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be a pretty slow chapter. I hate to say it. Those rocks are just terrifying me. I've seen them kill. I know they can kill. If you just start getting a little bit unlucky with the rock pathing, I don't know if the rock... Okay, let me clarify, I guess, to start. I don't know if the rock pathing is random. I have no idea. As far as I can tell, it seems vaguely random, but it might not be. Okay, so you should be taking the same amount of damage as Mr. Z. So, presumably 18 in all cases. This feels safe. I'm just... Okay. But yeah, if the rocks just start coming at you, you can lose a unit, and, like, very, very quickly. So, I'd rather not have that happen, ideally. I'm actually going to move Jill here, I think. I don't really want my units to take 2 shots. Though that opens Maglov up to take 2 shots, like I just said. I didn't want to happen. Okay, great. I'm doing great. Gosh, it's so disappointing how much Morim has, like, started to fall off. He was quite good at one point, and now he is quite not, so rip. This should be fine. I'm overthinking this. They're definitely going to go for Mac Donalds. I am shocked that Makalov is doubling. Like, so shocked. Okay. The more boulders I get out of the way now, the better. Unless they, like, actually kill somebody, in which case I'm going to cry. Ideally, I would like to just go ahead and bait them out, heal them up, and then be done with the boulders. Because that's, like, my biggest point of concern right now. That I miss, like, a boulder path, and it's to my detriment. So, unfortunately, I am probably going to be... okay, this is, like, already making me so anxious, dude. Like, don't love this. Okay. This is a lot of pressure. Oh my gosh. They're just coming. Okay. We've just got to endure this. The passive healing is quite nice right now. Okay. So, oh jeez, that's quite a bit of range, unfortunately. Yeah, sadly, calves are not good here, which is nice because half of my team is calves right now, so good crit Astrid, we like that. Good level up Astrid, we like that. Nice! Strength is, like, her stats are so reasonably solid across the board except for strength. Like, that's just her huge, huge flaw right now, so I'll take anything I can get on that. I feel pretty okay with Boyd. Void. I think. I need to make a decision on this. I'm kind of thinking about just kind of like running outside of this guy's range right now. I think I'll go ahead and heal Raisin up though. I do not want any situation. I don't want any scenario where Raisin is in danger. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So he should be able to use Physic now, I think, right? Yes. Okay, cool. That was like a huge goal of mine, so that's so rad. Crit, please. Thank you. Oh, I think you need to crit again. Crit again, please. Thank you. Okay, nice. Go Z! Look at him go! I mean, it just took a killing edge, but he's actually a unit now. Am I okay having Boyd up there? I think the answer is yes. Probably. This chapter makes me so nervous, dude. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, I think Makalov needs this EXP, like, more than, well, rip. Jeez. Okay, sure. Makalov might be able to level up off of this chip. Oh my gosh, look at him go! He's doubling and dodging! He's like a real sword master. Look at him, he's so good. So useful. That was pretty okay. I was just, like, literally just thinking that, I wish he had more skill, because, like, he's doing a terrible job at hitting things. Okay, please don't miss, Morim. Do I bench Morim at this point? It's starting to feel like I should, if I'm being totally honest. Okay, so we need to check this range. Okay, so that's not a problem. In this range, that's not a problem. So if Boyd is here, he has to take this guy and the ballista. I think it's a trebuchet in this case. Functionally very similar, but slightly different. Am I okay with that? What's the alternative? Titania. Okay. Yeah, Titania can't reach. I assume Jill cannot kill? Question mark. No, unless she crits. Okay. So I think getting out of this range is the better strategy. It just leaves me a little bit concerned about Void. So what are we dealing with? It would be 27, and I believe he has 16 defense, so 11? Yeah, I think he's fine unless he gets hit by like a lot of rocks. Like a lot of rocks. In which case, I'm going to cry into my cereal. I don't have cereal, but I'll go out and get some cereal. You know what? Like, I'm so overthinking this. Let's just do this. I love how I was like just like going over all these scenarios, and I realized I could just rescue him. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah. If you didn't notice, I gave Savior to Jill. I figure she's really good right now, and being able to ferry units around is nice. So that was my like big rationale. Like, it was definitely very complicated. I like being able to move things, and Jill is good. I think take drop is probably my better play here. Let's move race in here. I'm definitely playing very, very cautiously. Were this not an Ironman, I would not be playing it like anywhere near as cautiously as I am, but I don't want to lose units to these stupid rocks. I hate the rocks. I just don't like this mechanic. So, gonna be playing it a little bit safer than usual, which is saying a lot. If you've watched these videos thus far, I'm sure you've noticed that I am one who plays very safely, very, very commonly. Oh my gosh. It's just making me so anxious. Like, I'm just so worried that they're gonna be like 3 rocks in a row and just kill some of my best units, because it's flat damage. You can't reduce it, and I don't think you can dodge it. It's just, you just have to take the damage, and it's like not fun. Okay. Raisin is very helpful here. I'll say that. I really like having him here just to heal off of the passive damage. I've been kind of memeing on his stupid healing ability and the fact that it takes 900 years for the animation to play out, but I'll take it in this case. So what's the worst case scenario here? There are potentially... Oh my gosh, so many rocks, dude. I hate it. See, I know these rocks. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and, like, take a billion years to talk about my rationale yet again. I know these rocks tend to follow this path. So what I'm worried about is if I put a unit in this general vicinity, they're going to just get pelted with rocks and not be alive anymore. What a headache. I hate this map. I really sincerely don't like this one. You still have the Lagoon Slayer? You do not. Nice, dude. Great. Nice. Okay. Any chance that you can just cleanly kill this? The odds are pretty good. Let's just try it. Nice. Didn't really want you to get hit there, but sure. Go Z. I think he should be okay. I'm just always concerned about the rocks. That's what it boils down to. 6 HP. Okay. I think I'm going to have Jill take out the archer if possible. Just for the Kanto factor. I don't want to be in that general area of the map. I just don't. I don't want to be anywhere near those rocks. So, ideally, we take that out, we Kanto away, and everybody is happy, except for this sniper. Spear should be able to do it. Please don't miss, please don't miss, please don't miss, please don't miss, please don't miss. Okay, thank you. Would have been very bad if she missed there. I don't think the rocks will go down the cliff, so I feel pretty okay putting her there. I guess, but I feel like she's going to adapt like right when I don't want her to. Okay, good, nice. Khalil knows how to be a Jagan. Okay. I feel like this is going well thus far. Oh my gosh, go more him. I was just thinking about benching him, but that was pretty good. What it comes down to is Lagoo's mechanics versus the demi-band, because the demi-band lowers the stats by quite a bit. But I also don't really want to deal with Lagoo's mechanics, so... should be fine. I think Z's okay. So... I would like to heal up Raisin, just to be super safe on that front. I feel like if this map were like, if this map didn't have the rocks, I feel like it would still be frustrating, but I feel like it would be, okay, thanks, miss, nice. I guess that's fine. If it didn't have the rocks, it would still be frustrating, but like, because it's still a very like, tricky cliff map where half of your units get their movement nerfed. But I don't feel like it would be that bad. It's just the freaking rocks that are just... I don't like it. Oh yeah, they can actually hit other enemies too, which is kind of amusing. Oh, does the... Z shouldn't be in danger unless there's another rock. Even then, I don't think... Oh my gosh. This is making me so nervous, dude. Like, you don't even know. I'm just sitting here, like, spiraling into a pit of anxiety over these... What? Why did you do that? Okay. Apparently that enemy is just on the friendly fire train. Okay, good. Good dodge, Z. So he's only in danger if there are 2 more rocks that can hit him, and I don't think that's the case. I hope that that's not the case. Okay, if you were going to get 2 stats, that's exactly what I would want you to get. Okay, nice. I have no idea why that other enemy decided to fire his rock off at that particular point. Literally all it did was hurt his allies, so... I mean, thanks. I appreciate it. It's just, it was very perplexing as an AI decision. Do I send Jill ahead to try to kick out the rocks? The temptation is definitely there. Because, that's a lot of rocks. This guy is going to be a huge headache, like, for sure. He has a magic-based attack, and it hurts. He's a pretty tricky boss, if I recall correctly. So I don't really want Z to be there. So let's just have Z run. Heal up. Get rid of that mean old rock damage. Okay, I feel like we're getting into a position where we're pretty okay to start like pushing ahead a little bit. I know, pushing ahead a little bit, 16 minutes into a chapter, what am I thinking? Like, so how many rocks? 3 rocks. Okay, wait, 4 rocks. I'm trying to think about a world where I can bait out the rocks, get rid of that entire factor, and then not worry about it. The concern is getting hit by all 4 rocks and then taking 5 damage from something like this, which is definitely possible. Shoot. I guess I could just leave these units there. Because at the moment, like, the AI might, for some reason, think that firing the rocks off is a good idea right now. And if it continues to fire rocks off, that just kind of injure their team and not mine. Like, I'm totally fine with that as an outcome. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually leave Jill here. I'm gonna see if I can trick their AI into firing off more rocks. That would be the ideal scenario right now, to just go ahead and get rid of the rocks without even worrying about them. I like how this dude's doing 1 damage. Like, I've been kind of paranoid about this enemy, and he's doing 1 damage, so... Darn. I was really hoping that the enemy would just go ahead and chuck some more rocks down there, and... Oh yeah, I forgot Soren was injured. Well, now you are not, so thanks. Thanks, Rayson. Look at him go! Caca! I don't love that crit chance. As low as it is, I'd rather really not have to worry about that. So, let's just go ahead and give this one to Boyd, I guess. I think Boyd can probably just one-shot. As low as the chance is, there's just a, okay. Very clean. Nice. Okay. It's not really a risk I want to deal with. I don't want to lose a unit like a 5% chance or whatever. Pretty okay. He's needed more speed. I feel like he's just been at this really awkward threshold where he's kind of fast, but he's falling off a little bit. I wonder if the boss ever just, like, moves on its own. I'm really thinking about just continuing to stay at this particular point. Which is so bad. I know I've been playing, like, so turtly. It's these 4 rocks that are really just doing it for me, because, you can't mitigate the damage. If it hits, it's going to do 40 damage. So I really don't want a scenario where Jill's like right here, takes 40 damage, and then dies. That would not be good. Let's move like right here. Let's not do that actually. Let's move right here. I'm just going to see if I can somehow bait these enemies into using their rocks. That's the goal right now. Oh my gosh! This is why I was like I'm dreading this more for the fact that I knew this chapter was going to play out like this than the fact that like just any concerns about like actual gameplay. Like I felt like this was going to devolve into me being so paranoid. Oh boy. So 30 attack, 16 defense, 14 damage. That's super duper fine, unless you take crits, which I don't think you will. I hope you don't. I didn't consider that. Let's just put Astrid nearby and hope she blocks some crit for you, I guess. Doing great. Nothing but good plays here. Sure. I like how it's my entire army on one side and Jill on the other side again. Like, that has been the name of the game lately. Do I feel bad about that? Not necessarily, because it's kind of been working. So, okay, so what does this add to? It's more of just an annoyance than anything. I just don't want to put my squishy mages near it. What a jerk. Gosh, that thing is weak. I don't even know how much. At this point, I don't even know if it would actually even threaten my squishy mages at all, because it's not a lot of damage that it's been doing. Good dodge. Oh my gosh, if I do that, like if I player phase it, Maklov can kill an enemy all by himself. Like, that is just wild, dude. Honestly, I don't even think he was facing crit. I just kind of got paranoid about that for like no reason. Oh my gosh, did Makalov actually solo an enemy? What is this game coming to? That's like wild. You know what? At this point, I'm wondering if I should just totally ignore this side of the map, charge up, and then take the rocks out from behind. I feel like that's my better play at this stage, honestly. Like, it just occurred to me, like, right now, that I would probably just have a better time if I just do that. Oh. Eh. Haha! Adapt! Nice try being able to counterattack Soren. Oh wow. It's rare to find anything that Khalil struggles with, honestly. She's been doing quite well. Okay, never mind. She just crits in one-shots. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry, little enemy. Do I worry about the ballista damage? My gut says no. My anxiety says yes. And like most decisions in my life, I'm going to let my anxiety... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, whatever. It's so fine. Gonna let my anxiety rule the day, because I don't want to deal with a scenario where I lose a unit. I don't want to, like... Okay, I don't want to jinx it and or sound really arrogant, but I've gotten to a point where I really, want to go deathless if I can. Like, I was coming into this run fully expecting to lose a lot of units, and at some point it just got to the point where I was like, wait, can I actually do this deathless? Maybe. So I am a little bit invested in the prospect of going deathless if I can. But I worry that that's to my detriment and that I'm playing like way too safely and like way too scared now. Which may very well be the case, because I do feel like ever since like I got to around the mid game and realized that I could go deathless, I think around that point I started playing a lot more scared. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking at this point that I'm just going to charge up. If I just totally ignore the right side and focus on the left, I think I've got a pretty good shot of just taking that side outright. Oh yeah, you can still hit. Wow, okay. Okay, that's not a concern then. It's a chunk of damage, but it's not like fatal. Like, even if they get hit by a rock at this point, that's so fine. If I can go, okay, if I could do this game deathless, I will be somewhat proud of myself. Like, I've been playing really, I acknowledge that I've been playing really poorly. Like, I've been playing just obnoxiously safely and not what I would particularly define as playing well, but I will still at least be proud if there's some payoff in me beating this game with no deaths. Like, that would be kind of rad, honestly. But we'll see. We're still quite a ways off. We have a lot of tough chapters ahead. Okay, let me redefine that very slightly. We have some chapters ahead that could ruin the run. Like, I feel like saying a lot of chapters ahead kind of implies that there are numerous chapters remaining in the game, which isn't the case. I'm actually quite close to the end. It's just the chapters from this point on are tricky enough that they could pose some problems. Let's make super duper sure. I feel pretty confident in these two being fine. So there shouldn't be any rocks to worry about on this side. This side is still just full of rocks, and we don't like that. Maybe let's heal up some of the chip damage, I guess. I don't really have to staff spam with Soren as much. He got the C rank, which was like the big thing that I wanted. Ow. If you don't recall, I mentioned this in the previous video. One big thing that I have wanted is having 2 physic users for the final map. During the final map, a lot of your team becomes very, very useless. Only a handful of units can actually even damage Ashnard. But at that point, it's generally ideal to have your key units standing away from Ashnard and physicking up Ike as much as possible. And to those ends, it's definitely very helpful to have multiple physic users ready to go. So I've definitely been keeping that very, very explicitly in mind. Well, Mara might not be good at actually killing things, but he's pretty good at softening things. So I definitely really wanted Soren to be able to use Physic, and so getting there is nice. And that's a big reason why he's been spamming staves for his last few chapters that he's been around. Yeah, so we should be pretty clear to just more or less charge up the map at this point. We will have to keep an eye on this guy's range, though. Mr. Grommel. And make sure to turn that back on. I have no idea how I'm going to handle this dude. I assume it's like Petrine, where I can just kind of put like a Soren or a Khalil in his range. I am a little bit paranoid. I'm not gonna lie. I just remember having some trouble with that enemy. We'll see. I don't know, really, what I'm going to do at this point, which is probably something I should be figuring out, considering I'm, like, charging up the map to get to him, and I'm, like, going to be in his range next turn. Oh, they're reinforcements. I didn't remember that. Cool. So... Okay, so we're pretty good on that front. I don't like that crit. I don't like that crit at all. Make double extra sure. You don't have any, like... Oh my gosh, you do. I was like... No, you really don't have any, like, ranged magic. That would be just obnoxious. No, of course he does. I'm telling you, this chapter was absolutely just designed to be obnoxious. Like, there are just some chapters where you can tell that the devs were like, ah, look how annoying this is going to be for the player. Won't that be a treat? And then, you end up with this. Do I worry about Boyd? I think okay, I don't think this enemy moves based on this range. If the enemy does move, it's 25, 11 res. So no? I don't think there's a scenario where Boyd is in danger. I was thinking about burning a physic there, but I don't think it's necessary. I think we're okay. These dudes are just zooming on in here. Here they come. Okay, so we definitely have to watch this. For sure. Okay, that's pretty solid. What do we do about the other two? Didn't really consider that before I committed to that move. I was just kind of like, oh, that looks nice. I'll just do that. Crit. Crit. Jill, come on. I don't want to do this, but... No. Okay, I was going to burn a seed juice. But I don't think that's necessary. These guys aren't that threatening overall. We just have to like stay out of their range with our weaker units. Gosh, this terrain is terrible. I hate it. Okay, so wait, what did we determine their attack was? 26? They will have weapon triangle though. Okay, I'll admit I'm very slightly worried about Boyd right now. Very, very slightly. Can I do anything about that? Not especially. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's okay. But I don't know, like this enemy in its bizarre range. Assuming that you don't move, I think Boyd is fine. I'm just ever so slightly worried. I think even if everything hits him, I think he's fine. I think the most he takes is 34 in any possible scenario. Okay, never mind. We're like totally so fine. I like having Radiance transformed. Working on my bow rank a little bit. It would be nice. Iron bows are getting like a little bit rare. Like they haven't been in the shop for a while, as far as I can recall. Nice. I'll take that. Very well-rounded level up. Again, speed would be nice, but like I'm so fine with that overall. Just kind of skirting outside of this boss range right now. Let's go race it! Come on, get all stats, get strength. Oh, he didn't get strength. That's very disappointing. Honestly, pretty decent race and level up though. I think all things considered. So just make a double mega extra sure. Yeah, okay, we're like so fine. A-okay. So once we deal with the Wyvern, I think we bait out the boss, and I think we're gonna be okay. There's just this really weird, like, paranoid side to me that's thinking, like, don't put sword in range of an axe, even though I know mechanically it hits for magic damage. Look at this little diva. He's like, I'm not coming back until I'm at full HP. Well, cool. Here he comes. Alright, cool. So let's fall just short of killing him, like we love to do. Unless Jill wants to crit, that would be just lovely. Whatever, I'll just dance, I guess. Nice. Completely unnecessary crit, but nice. Level up. Let's see what you get, Jill. Nice. Okay. So. Oh my gosh, what is that range, dude? Really? I've got to worry with the ballista too. Oh, okay. Make double extra, make sure. Okay. We're just gonna bait that out first. I don't feel confident at all in putting Soren in range of bow, so unfortunately, that means we get to burn 5 turns doing nothing. Because I don't want to deal with the ballista. I just don't. I feel like I always do this, and I feel like it's always so, like, cheesy and slow. But I just don't like doing it. I feel like every time I ignore a ballista, I end up putting, like, a squishy unit in the range, and it's like, oh no, I lost a unit. That sucks. That's my, oh no, I just lost a unit. That sucks stance. I don't know why I called it a dance. I'm just kind of trying to make conversation as I burn these next few turns because I made a really dumb decision. 2 left. Once we beat the boss, the rest of this map should just be a breeze. It's really, like, that range has been a huge reason why I've been so cautious about everything. Okay, so I am not at all concerned about Purge. It's, like, what, 2 damage to Soren? Yeah. Okay, so the main concern is this, which I believe it uses magic to calc, which would make it 26 on 23 res. There should not be a world where Soren is in danger here. It should not be the case. Okay, let's, like, super mega double special extra check. Because if Ike loses his boyfriend, the entire morale of the team is just gonna fall apart. Like, there's just no hope at that point. I don't know. Like, there's just still this little piece of me that's saying, like, you put sword in range of an axe. What are you doing? I'm 99% sure this boss moves because I've seen it happen, and unless I'm just wildly misremembering. Yeah, here he comes. Well, he dodged anyway, so like all of that was for nothing. Kind of disappointed the sword doesn't double, but that's so super fine. Okay. So let's just take this guy out. So who wants it? I guess it wouldn't be bad to get it to sword, and yeah, 4 damage. I was like so worried about for nothing. Can you safely? Yes, unless you have any random skills. You have resolve. Oh, that's actually quite bad. I don't like that at all. Shoot. Okay. I have to rethink this very slightly. Resolve makes things kind of tricky. 20 turns. Nothing but LTC strats here. Strength, skill, and speed. So magic shouldn't be affected. Realistically, right? Oh my god. Whenever I saw that resolve rock, I was just like, ah, okay. Yeah, that's really scary, but that's okay. So now we have the resolve. Gosh, and he has crit now. Nice. Okay. So the ideal scenario here would be just to hit, dance, hit. Resolve makes this so much more complicated than it needs to be. Okay. So 10 move. 1, 2. Let's move. Let's get Astrid here too, just in case. Like, I need contingencies at this stage, just in case Soren misses. Like that's where we're at. Because the fact that the boss has resolve is very, very scary. All right, so let's just start by. Okay, good adapt, great adapt actually, nice. Okay, cool. So good, got rid of that. And Soren got level up. Oh my gosh, speed's so nice. His stats are quite solid all across the board except for his speed, which has consistently been really disappointing. So Astrid doesn't really need to be here anymore. It's a good chance I just wait out the purges too, unless... Well, okay. It's a little tempting to just run on in there. Granted, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, it's tempting to, okay. I was going to go in there to try to get the droppable purge, but then it hit me that I have no units who can use it. My Riz is very, very far off of being able to use that. So, probably not worth trying for it. Granted, I could sell it, but I'm nowhere near the point of needing any amount of money right now, so... Yeah. Oh, good try. Okay, well, here comes some Lagoos, I guess. Why not? You know, at this point, Jill honestly kind of has free reign of this map. I could honestly just kind of have her roam around here and take out the rocks. But I also kind of want to get the EXP to my units who need it, so... I assume that the Lagoons are definitely going to charge, so we're going to have to worry about that as well, unfortunately. Oh boy, you're charging too. Don't know why, but you're just a coming. Well, we'll worry about it a little bit. Let's get out of the way of the cats that are coming to claw our faces off. That would probably be a good idea. Okay, I guess I can't fault Jill's level ups too much at this point. Like, she's capped 2 stats, so She doesn't have that much to level up. 20 defense. And 24 attack. Yeah, I'm so not worried about that. So let's just do this then. Yep, I think this is fine. Good luck with that one. Psych is really tanky. I'm actually quite happy with how my Ike has turned out, as all things considered. Like, he had kind of a slow start, and then he just really picked it up, and he's not like the world's best unit, but he's very well-rounded and solid, and that's good enough. So can I have Jill just take this enemy out? No. Oh, that's not fun. Okay. I'd really rather just not worry about that guy. Like, not that he's particularly threatening or anything, I just don't really want to have to worry about him. It's okay. Nice! Strength and defense, quite solid. Nice! Decent crit. I was thinking of giving it to Khalil, but Soren needs it slightly more anyway, so... we will take that. Yeah, I'm not that worried. We're so fine. Why does this feel wrong? Like, this feels like this enemy should have like way more range than this. I guess it's just the fact that the ballista's in the way, but okay, well, sure, whatever. Good try. Cool, I see EXP. Who wants it? Soren, get back in baiting range, please. Once we're through that, we are just totally cleared to do whatever on this chapter. Yeah, Mac Philip needs it if he can get it. For sure. That might be a tall order. Darn. So what can you hit reliably? That's pretty good. Okay, so ideally we'd do 16. Yeah, alright. Just don't crit. It's one down. Just don't crit. Ah, Astrid! We talked about this. Do you remember the conversation we had? Ah. Okay, whatever. Whatever. It's so fine. Just poor little Makalov's not gonna get his EXP. He's gonna go to bed hungry and crying, but Astra just had to eat more. Look at her. Look at her greedy face. She's like, I wanted that kill all along. I needed more skill and speed. That's so frustrating. My Makalov is almost turning into a really competent unit, and he's just like not quite there, and so it's so frustrating whenever other units start eating his EXP. Yeah, I'm just at this point not that worried about my turn count. At this point I've just kind of accepted that it's going to be 900,000 turns to complete the game, and that's so fine with me, I guess. So you have no way to attack. Yeah, we're just clear to just go in at this stage. There may be more reinforcements, I'm not 100% sure. Do I want to dance just to get Soren to level up? Maybe? I feel like I'd be better off dancing Makalov, though. He does honestly need the EXP. He's falling behind, but his level ups have been competent enough that I think he's coming back. Like, he's falling behind in levels, but he's coming back in stats, is what I'm trying to convey through my jumbled muttering utterances. I totally just almost said mutterances, which is not a word. As far as I'm aware, you never know. There's some really obscure words out there. Maybe mutterances is the secret word that I've never heard of. Okay. What is it going to take to get this to mech? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna take a lot. Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a mess. This is bulky. Let's just see what Galil can do. You know what? If you just want to like not adept, that's fine. Or just crit. Just take the 5% crit. Makalov gets nothing. Nothing from Makalov. Nothing. Nothing for Makalov. Never anything ever from Makalov. He doesn't get Asteroid either. RD isn't canon. You heard it here first. Yeah, sure. Let's just get Soren. Why do my units keep critting when I don't want them to? Like, stop doing that. Oh boy. Okay, that was not great, but sure. Is he capped res? It's never mind. I don't know what it is. I have like absolutely no idea what RD or POR caps are, like at all. Oh boy. I know that they tend to be like in the mid-20s overall, just based on my other units that have capped, but like if you're asking me to remember specific numbers for caps, not a chance. So what have you got? 19 attack, like that's nothing at this point. Let's go, Makalov. Nice try, Makalov. You did it. This has been so miserable, and it's all because of this asshole. Like, if I just stopped trading him, I feel like my life would be so much easier and happier and, like, more fulfilling. Like, every problem in my life can be traced back to the point where I started using Makalov. I love how he just has to be that extra. Like, he's got to be like, I'm going to attack from this range, and it's going to be this specific tile. Yes, the longbow guy is definitely like a valley girl. I have curiosity, is there a world where Magalov can actually, like, fight all these things? Like, I know he can't fight this, but... Oh, that's crit. Granted, that's 2 damage. Oh, I don't care that much about that. 14. What have you got? 25. I actually think that Magalov is in a position where he could take on like all of these enemies, which is kind of funny. I am just a very, very, very little bit concerned about it though. Like I don't know that my math is correct. I'm going to back off a little bit. So it was 14 here, and the worst case scenario is 6, so that's 20. Yeah, we're like so fine. So super fine. Don't want Miss to get shot, but otherwise we're so super fine. This is all back off. Let's let Makalov have his day. For once in his life, Makalov could be the hero. Until RD happens, but RD is not going to happen because it's not canon. I'm telling you, you tell me you've seen a game where some rando chick with a girl runs through a swamp, and there's Meg involved, and there's the Black Knight there, and there's all these Lagoos everywhere. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I think you're just making things up. Get him, Makalov! You're the star! Oh my god. Makalov was not, in fact, the star. Okay, I'm just gonna have to probably kill the longbow guy at this point. As much as I want to get Makalov a lot of EXP, this is getting to the point where it's just a little bit obnoxious. And moving my entire army to compensate for this longbow guy, again, just sounds like more of a pain than it's worth, honestly. You know, that's pretty okay, all things considered. Strength is not especially good, but otherwise not that terrible of a unit. I've seen worse. You think you're so fancy with your long range, huh? We'll take this. Look at her go. And we still get EXP for Makalov. 30 turns into a map that is not intended to take 30 turns. Doing great. Nothing but good plays here. LTCers are quaking. I found the new fastest route through this game. I've mentioned it a few times, but I would be sincerely, like, just embarrassed for an LTCer to see my gameplay. Like, oh my gosh, I would cry. I'm pretty sure the entire thing would just be them, like, cringing out of, like, a... Oh, jeez. Let's just not even entertain that world. Okay, so that's 22 attack. Oh, so low. Yeah, even if Ike faces... I'm just gonna put Ike in his face, and even if he has like, crit on Ike, that's so super fine. Which is my phrase of the day. I don't know when it became the phrase of the day, but I've used it like 9 times at this point, so... I don't want to use the Brave. Well, look at this! Look at all these spare rocks that you've left lying around for my army to use. Isn't that funny? Remember whenever you were hurling rocks at me and being all terrifying? Well, look at how the tables have turned now. There aren't any more. Okay, I was like waiting for like there to be a bird like right here that could just peck Khalil's eyes out. I like how the terrain just like gives this sweeping 1 defense and 10 avoid. That's such a random mechanic for this map too. I've never actually noticed that the like all of these tiles give bonuses. I assume it's just programmed as a specific tile for the sake of being annoying and slowing your calves down, but it's just really funny that it gives bonuses considering it's just some random hill. Oh, nice try. Alright, who wants it? Maglob's kind of caught up again. Like, it's pretty okay. My biased side says give it to Khalil, and I'm going to listen to that side. Yay! See, everything works out if you just give favoritism to your favorites. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Damn. Oh my gosh. Okay, Well, 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 look how the tables have turned now. You guys just thought you were so clever. Can mountain units push the rocks? They can. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. I'll just cancel. I'll just push and then cancel out. Where have your rocks gotten you and all of those enemies? Where are you now? You're at my mercy. I'm the boss. Rayson's the boss of the stage. Come and get him. Oh, jeez. This is so silly. Oh, you want to come up here, Pecky? That's her name. I've named her. Her name is Pecky. It's canon. If I were to check very closely, there would be something that would indicate that her name is Pecky, but I'm not going to check quite that closely. Thanks, Boyd. You're doing it. You're doing great, dude. Okay. So fine. So super fine. That's not a... Okay. Rad. Just thank you for making up for my mistakes, Ike. Well, here we are. Oh, well. It missed both. But it hit either of those two. That's what counts. Granted, this would be just EXP, but it's so satisfying to just completely turn the tables on these enemies after this awful map. I don't think that they can actually move through the rock either. Like, I think I'm actually like totally insulated from the enemy just because of this. Like, they can't pass through the rock, so I actually think I have to push it in order to proceed, unless I go all the way back around, which isn't happening. Well, rip those two enemies. Oh. Well, don't you just think you're clever? Little enemies dodging the rock. Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do it again. This is such a bad idea, but it's so funny for me that I just can't help but do it. That's what you get. That's what you get for making me endure this map. The tables have turned, and now I'm going to fire rocks down at you. Yeah, I was assuming you'd move at this point. Okay, cool. So... I really wish I had a skill book. Or whatever it's called, to, Megalov just a little bit more accuracy. Like, I feel like he's starting to really actually become a unit. But I feel like this accuracy, 6, 12, 18, that's fine. I feel like his accuracy is kind of like a recurring problem that I would really like to do something about, ideally. I'm just going to be lazy about this. I'm just going to bait. Good try. Oh, they're all coming. All two of them. You know, at this point, let's just... there's no more 2 range left on the map, so... Unless you have a javelin that you're hiding, or you have, like... retracto claws that fly at me, which would be kind of rad, I'm not gonna lie. Good try, Makalov. You did your best, and that's what counts. It's not worth any EXP, but it's worth something to somebody somewhere, I hope. Look at him go! He's so OP, just can't even believe it. Good try. You get a B- for effort. I'd say an A for effort, but frankly, your effort was terrible. I just can't be that generous. Part of me wants to give this to Ike, honestly. I feel like Makalov needs it more, but I feel like I want to give it to Ike more. You know what? I am going to give it to Ike. We are very close to the PK chapter. And anything that gives Ike a slight edge at this point, I should probably do it. I still think we have Clash in the way, though. Speed's nice, and Luck's okay. Like, that's pretty good. Well, that was a chapter. That was a big old rocky road. Now I want ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in like several months, I think. It's been a while. Oh no, there are more rocks. Okay, cool. We're not watching the plot. Why would we do that? That's ridiculous. Like the spooky, ominous music. Ooh. Okay, cool. Is this Clash? Please don't be Clash. I'm not emotionally prepared for Clash. It's Clash. Okay. Yay! It's Clash. Okay, that's fun. This map is kind of infamous, and it's not necessarily for being difficult as much as it taking 9,000 years. It is like the longest map in the game for sure. I don't know about the. I feel like calling it the longest map in the series would be kind of a lot, but best way. Please join me. No, don't leave. Don't leave. No, stay. Whatever. It's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot those two have a support. Might as well, I guess. I actually might bring Bastion to Clash. You get a lot of deployment slots. I'm going to like very quickly read this. I've never actually read their support, and I've always been really interested in it. That was okay. Didn't really give me a lot of information. Yes, I will give these two their B support. And then hopefully I can get his A with Soren soon. Okay, cool. So I think we're done here, right? I don't think there's anything left to really do. Gonna have to do some preps next time. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna say this. I feel like Jill's strength is becoming a weird issue. I've been kind of blaming it on her weapons, but I think her strength is just actually kind of a little bit lower than it should be. Like, 20 is not that good? It's not terrible, but like that's not that much higher than Bakalov. And actually, hang on. Do I have enough bonus XP? Yeah, I've got some. Let's cap Makalov off. Let's see what he could do. This is Makalov's finest moment. That wasn't that bad. Okay, I wish I got strength, but I was expecting like just an HP level up, and that would have been really funny for me. Cool. So, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of this sword. I know I said I was going to end it, and then I just like am not. So good job, me. Doing great. Let's give him a silver sword. That's a great idea. Why not? Cool. So, next time we take on Clash, prepare for a 6-hour video. Maybe I'll turn animations on to make it 10 hours, so it'll be fun, right? Should save again, I guess. Could be, could like save scum and try to get a good, better level up on the Bakalov thing, but I feel like that would kind of violate the spirit of an Ironman, just a little bit. But, yeah. Yeah, next time, just be prepared for Clash, and it's gonna be a ride. That map is just a big, giant, empty field with a billion enemies in it, so it's like the precursor to Awakening. That's so fun. I'm sure anybody who's watched enough of my videos knows how I feel about Awakening, but we'll do it. We'll figure it out. We'll vibe and take it on, and it's gonna be fun. So, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one, so have a great day.